Oh yeah? Well, welcome back to Green Hill Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this live stream, it is part 2 of my Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty live gameplay. So sit back, relax, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream, which I'm now going to get up and running on my phone so I can interact with my lovely viewers. Power Slave Productions speeding into the live stream like Sonic the Hedgehog himself. That was so fast. That was so fast. Damn. Snake. Power Slave, my friend, as always, you're very welcome to Green Hill Gaming. How are you doing? How's your day going? Welcome to another Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty live stream, part 2 of my live gameplay. So great to be streaming this game. My god, it's been over 20 years since I've actually played Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. I've played Metal Gear Solid numerous times. I've played Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater numerous times. But like, it's been so long since I've actually played this game. It's exciting. So I'm kind of at the end of the tutorial section, essentially, of Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, the tanker mission.
Tunnel Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Oh, wait a second. Never mind. You know, back in the day, I used to literally complete this game from start to finish in one day. And I would do that like about 3 or 4 times in the year. I shit you not. Like literally. I would just wake up on a Saturday or a Sunday or whenever I didn't have school, and I would boot up Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, and I would complete it by the end of the day. You can actually knock that pipe, actually. I'm not going to do that though. Turn around. Okay, is he actually going to turn around? Because
somebody there.
I'm gonna go into a box because I'm scared.
Who's there? Don't sneak up on me like that.
Oh, you can. Yeah, he gets scared.
Nah, it was just my imagination playing tricks on me.
Just my imagination. Oh, fuck. I wanted to get your dog tag. This is also my very first time playing the HD version of Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. I've played it many times on PS2, like standard definition. Yeah, but this is my first time playing it in HD. It definitely looks like, oh fuck. Oh, he's got his headphones on, he can't hear me. Look at him. Crazy bastard. So he won't actually hear me holding him up then, will he?
Freeze.
Oh, he will.
Don't kill me.
DJ Russian Soldier in the mix. Someone has some talking in the sleep, or it's just me? Oh, he's asleep. He was asleep. Let's come back again. So, Power Slave, how are things with you? How's your day going? You got lucky there. I know. This is. Do you know what, man? This is the story of my life, really. Corridor is scaring me. So I've actually been watching a lot of Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty YouTube videos on just weird kind of like things you can do in this game, and I want to see what happens if I ring Otacon, call Otacon.
What you're wielding right now is a converted Beretta.
Oh, never mind. He's talking about my weapon. Something wrong. Are you getting the new? Oh, I am absolutely. I got to watch your live streams as well and your videos.
We have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control.
We're on the foredeck, about to descend to the holds.
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Ah, that's what you think.
Until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
Who goes there?
Oh fuck. Ah, shit. Oh my god. Ah. You know what, I'm going to deliberately die here because... Yeah.
Snake, are you okay? Snake! Snake!
Yeah, I want to save my rations. Stuck there. I'm gonna die again. I can't move any further.
Stop kidding around. Snake?
Oh, fuck, fuck. Ah, you... Got a trophy. Shoot an enemy radio. I didn't even mean to do that. Nice. Oh. Oh fuck. What the fuck? that bad. I'm happy enough with that. I'm obsessed with preserving my rations. My Metal Gear Solid games, as you can see. Oh God.
Who goes there?
Awesome.
Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
Ocelot is
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
good old Ocelot.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear...
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No. I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, Snake, let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into US military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development. It cannot be more... It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty. Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected, and make its landing on any shoreline. You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Left.
Oh, fuck.
Right. Left. Up. Right. Down. Front. Left. Down. Let's continue. Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution System identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the... You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
There it is.
Metal Gear.
This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray,
Jesus.
after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before.
Closer, I think.
We have intelligence that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to target the ship. Intruder to the left!
Uh-oh.
Intruder to the right!
Snake, respond! Snake!
And that's the end of Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Snake is captured. I'm joking, of course.
This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before. George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses. The official reason given did not, of course, include...
Oh, well that was me, yeah.
Snake, respond! Snake! Snake!
I'm trying to remember if you can just take the photos from here.
This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before. George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses. The official reason given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next-generation nuclear warheads. But even you will have heard rumors that he was forced to resign after the failed cover-up cost him his influence in the political community. This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before.
Good.
I seem to be repeating myself. Chalk it up to old age. The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory measure taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability. NMD technology leaked to other nations would make that contingency likely. But if this is correct, it means that there was a calculated intent to cash in on this opportunity by specific interests within the military-industrial complex. We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupting forces. That is our mission. You will bear that in mind. It is an undeniable fact that there is a force at work in our government and within the military.
Good.
To control national affairs to suit its own interests. Metal Gear Ray
Good.
confronting this party, thwarting their plans and guiding this nation back to its original path.
Right, version 2.21.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? Okay, first up... It needs to be a little more clear. What we need is top-notch quality here.
Fuck you, Otacon.
And the next one is... I'm sorry, you need to take another one. The next one's... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. And the next one is... The other photo of the front works. You don't need to take another one.
Shut up, Otacon.
Next up is... This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well. Okay, last one's coming up. Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag.
Front left. I can do it.
This exercise is but a first step towards that goal. The future of the country rests with you tonight.
Good.
The proliferation and development of Metal Gear technology are about to render agreement.
Okay, I'm receiving the images. The first one I'm seeing is... The other photo of the front works. You don't need to take another one. We're okay on the photos from the right, front, and the one of the lettering. The only one we want is a Metal Gear from the front left. I know you can do it.
It's like the NPT and START obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence. This turned out to be longer than expected. At ease.
Good.
Okay.
Freeze.
Let's continue. The human race is about to slide back into the endless arms race of that last century. And we cannot afford to play that Russian roulette again. The Metal Gear Ray is here to prevent that possibility. This Metal Gear Ray is a prototype designed to be operated by an onboard pilot, and it's
Okay, I'm receiving the images. The first one I'm seeing is... It's almost right, but not quite. We can't use this. Next up is... You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot. Okay, now we have all the photos. Snake, the speech is about to wind up. Forget the photos and get out of there now.
We, the Marines,
And this is the last part of the game where you play as Solid Snake.
With Metal Gear Ray.
Because Hideo Kojima deceived us all.
That is all. Dismissed.
Yeah, that is all. It was dismissed. Solid Snake. The rest of the game is about riding. Ocelot.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift
Back
of
and
the
watch the movie.
silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to
Yep.
speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
You literally get a trophy for meeting Ocelot. Not even joking. A trophy just popped for meeting Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
Why isn't any of those Marines shooting him? These are the US Marines. That's the colonel of the US Marines. And not one of them has actually bothered to shoot. Right now.
Gerlukovich. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Not you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
Exactly.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back.
So crazy how this game actually connects to Snake Eater.
Returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Gerlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Gerlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
The arm of liquid arm.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Die program.
Ouch!
Get out of my mind, Liquid!
Now, you know, it's Ocelot pretending to be Liquid. He's just such a mastermind.
The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
He actually wasn't in his late 50s. Kojima kind of retconned that actually, because there's no way he was in his late 50s during the Phantom Pain. Then again, you weren't actually playing as Big Boss during the Phantom Pain, so interesting. I never understood this Liquid talking out about that. You know, yeah. Ocelot is basically it's confusing. Basically, he's just basically all you need to know is Liquid Snake died during the Shadow Moses incident. So that is not Liquid Snake. That is 100% Ocelot. I think he allowed himself to believe that he was Liquid or something. It's all part of Ocelot's master plan. Ocelot is like the Albert Wesker of the Metal Gear series. Probably even more of a mastermind than Albert Wesker, actually.
You don't have what it takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
Crazy to think that Metal Gear right there that the Marines got their hands on originated as the Shagohod, which is told in the events of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. So the Colonel was right. This is Russian technology that the Americans got hold of, the Americans stole. Because the Russian scientists who developed like the original design for Metal Gear, he actually leaked the designs to America. And the Shagohod, Ocelot would pass on the Shagohod data to America as well.
Otacon, we have a problem.
So that is Russian technology, not American technology.
Proceeding as planned, sir.
Power Slave, just seen your comment there. Who I genuinely don't know who Sean Dean is.
Location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Who's Sean B?
Snake!
And you're always gonna come across like assholes like that, you know, that will try to insult you. Just ignore them. That's my advice. Keep doing what you do. Fuck them. Scientists had to make thousands of calculations to create the atomic bomb and determine its effects. Computers and atomic bombs.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Teams Alpha and Bravo. The deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete control. $30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden.
Raiden?
All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you.
Exactly.
The codec will beep.
Exactly.
When you hear that noise, press the select button.
Exactly.
The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the Big Shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research.
Exactly.
The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit? seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Okie dokie, you know I can respond to your comment. Power Slave, put off my side with delay. Sean Bean, he's an actor. I probably, do you know what, now if I saw him in a movie, I'd probably recognise him. I'm bad with names. So, for a second, he is trying to insult, I don't know. I don't know, he could mean it as a compliment. You wouldn't know. But if he means as an insult, fuck him, you know what I mean? Well, I'm going to have to keep this part for next time. But I am so looking forward to playing some more Metal Gear Solid 2. So our thing is Raiden now, not Solid Snake. Kojima deceived us. He deceived us all. And this is very eerily like the Shadow Moses incident. I mean, even from this, like, from the way that you're like, it's so like, it's supposed to be Shadow Moses, like 100%.
Got your feet wet? These are the basic controls for swimming. Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster.
Change your heading with the left stick. Up will take you up, down takes you lower. Left and right to face those directions.
The O2 gauge will appear under your life gauge while you're underwater. The gauge corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that.
Thank you. We'll do a bit of swimming before we end the live stream. I don't think he can go like deep diving yet, can he? But yeah, this is a recreation of the Shadow Moses incident. It's all part of the thick plot of Metal Gear Solid 2. Okie dokie, so I'm going to say it here.
Raiden, first get to the upper section of the big shell. Take the elevator in the north end of the area. To get to the elevator area, go through the connecting passageway to the north. The passage is behind a watertight hatch. It should look like a door with a circular handle.
Yeah, but I want to save.
You're currently using artificial...
Okay. Well, I suppose I have no choice but to go further then. That's annoying. There's no way to save. Bollocks, okay. There you are, Russian.
Colonel,
Oh,
I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gorlukovich man.
Gorlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Oh, it's Raiden from Mortal Kombat and Raiden from Metal Gear Solid 2. Exactly. Sounds good. Exactly. Okay. He doesn't know who he is yet, though, I don't think.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator, a node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd, node.
Oh.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node.
No doubt.
The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Oh, no.
Raiden, you won't be able to use any of the enemy's equipment.
Why not?
You should know that all active weapons are equipped with a personal identification system. The owner enters their required user ID information during the weapon registration or at the start of a mission. If anyone other than the registered user tries to fire the weapon, the ID system will not authorize the action.
But these are black market Russian weapons. How can they be equipped with identification functionality?
They must have been customized by the terrorists themselves. These are professionals we're dealing with, and they certainly won't let their own equipment be used against them.
I'm guessing it's the same for the Navy SEALs gear?
Right.
How am I supposed to procure weapons then?
Find the ones that haven't yet been individualized. Everything you find in the item box is clean. You should know this from your VR training.
Okay, I know those.
Items in the item box are yours to use at will. They will be your supply source with regards to weaponry and gear.
thought that was like an Easter egg. I thought that was an Easter egg. If I didn't Hideo Kojima's name, something happens. Am I spelling his name right? Kojima. Alright, whatever. Oh, but Big Boss. Just write a title on, of course, real time cutscene full screen, caption on, I'll do normal. Back to the title screen. No, I don't have it on the title screen.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack?
What?
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well. I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Ah, I missed this map. I missed this map so fucking much. Oh my days. Audio. That's interesting. That's where I am now. Okay. What the fuck? Why would you want him to do that? Oh fuck.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Well, that's not gonna work because he's right fucking there.
Who's that? Enemy sight. Requesting backup order.
Actually, I'm gonna save now, actually.
What's up, Jack? Hang in there.
I will.
Jack.
I'm gonna say it twice because I'm in.
See ya.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going to do it for the live stream. Thank you so much for watching part 2 of the Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty live gameplay. Enjoy the rest of your day, or night, or morning, and I will see you next time.